So, hello and welcome back to the Black Book Experience. My name is Laquan Black. I am the founder of the Black Book Experience, an autism advocacy organization where our focus and goal is to provide training for workforce development for autistic persons to be able to be employed at jobs, making a livable wage in an environment that is neuroaffirming. So I'm going to get right into it. If you followed me on my TikTok page, then you know that in this week's Autism Talks Tuesday, I made a post regarding some really significant issues of concern to the autism community. And I said that I would bring a slightly larger conversation to my YouTube page. And so here is that conversation. It is around these neurodivergent team members and potential team members, and some things that have been said in regards to a specific TikTok influencer that were derogatory in nature, right? Or intended to be derogatory in nature. And that is the TikTok and influencer and now highly acclaimed food reviewer, um, Keith Lee, on his page and talking about a specific company. And the inflammatory comment that was made by the company is that Mr. Lee must be autistic. And basically, they were saying, well, why would you listen to him anyway if he's autistic? That is significantly problematic. Not only was the whole situation itself problematic, but when it came across my own feeds and timelines, because he is somebody I follow, because outside of what I attempt to do here, I am very much a foodie. Food is a very important part of my life, parts of my travels. I will plan a whole trip around a food destination that somebody said was good to have a good time when I am out there journeying in the world outside of work. Okay. So here is the point of it all when it comes to that. And I'm touching my screen here. I want to make sure I keep up with my notes and what I want to say. But in any event, again, those comments were quite inflammatory as both an autism mom who has a son who is in college, who I am supporting and preparing to be successful in however he chooses to show up in the workforce. That's number one, why this work is important to me as an autism mom, right? Because that could have been my son. Keith Lee could have been my son, though I'm not quite old enough for that. The fact remains, I very well saw these kinds of comments being made, particularly about my own child and any other autistic adult who it is my desire and life's work to be able to support with gainful employment. What does that say about that business owner and his business? And what if that individual has some autistic or neurodivergent employees on his team? What about that? Could be they didn't tell him because not every autistic person wants to make an announcement about their autism if they don't feel that it's necessary, but it would cause an individual to retreat, right? Feeling even less comfortable being themselves, not just in front of the boss, but in front of other coworkers. It would cause them in any other way than in society to feel some level of insecurity about who they are and the possibility of that not being accepted. That is extremely, extremely problematic to be doing, which is why the work that we do is so important. The other thing is, how do you even know that Mr. Lee is autistic? And did he tell you that? Did you see any of that in any of the posts that he has ever made on his page and the food reviews that he does? And not only does he give food reviews, which are his opinion, as he states, it is also a way that he has caused many businesses to help grow. So whether he's autistic or not, he has something and he has a platform that people have been flocking to for quite some time. He has built trust with his audience, and for this business owner to slander or attempt to, should I say, slander Mr. Lee by calling him autistic, Really not feeling good about that over here at all. Really not. So there are a number of problems with the comments and the statements around that because, again, clearly this individual is extremely uninformed about who autistic people are, what talents that they have, those talents that they bring to the table and bring to any employer. Oftentimes, autistic persons are some of the most loyal people in general and the most loyal employees and hardworking employees that you will ever have. In a climate where people are saying it is so incredibly difficult, especially in the food service industry, to find people who want to work, who want to stay, who are willing to accept what you pay them, to then ultimately dismiss an entire group of individuals who are employable, who are seeking employment, and also, let's not forget, who are likely patrons of your business. So not only does it speak poorly of any potential autistic or neurodivergent individuals that this business may have on its staff, right? It also speaks bad to who their customers are. You don't think some of these people have money? You don't think they hungry and they want to eat just like anybody else, right? Extremely, extremely dismissive in so many ways and for so many reasons. And this is why I wanted to take the time to talk about this in this video and on my platforms, because this is important work that the Black Book Experience is doing in terms of being able to support autistic persons on their employment journey, not just for any kind of employment, gainful employment that allows them to use their talents, skills, and abilities to provide for themselves and to create some lasting and amazing opportunities for the employers who are willing to hire them. In order to make that happen, clearly, when we look at a case like this, individuals on the side of employers need training. They need training so that you don't get into these kinds of situations where inflammatory comments are made that jeopardize your business, that jeopardize the safety, mental, and emotional well being of your employees, of your customers, of your business, and your brand. That can very quickly, just as easily as it's been given to you, it can be taken away. There was one more point I wanted to mention here. Um, Again, it just really deserves a lot of attention. What's really important that I want you all to be able to take away as well is acceptance of autistic persons and who they are, and allowing them to bring their whole genuine selves to the table. It really starts from the top down, from the top of individuals at the of a particular organization or business, down through the folks who are also working in tandem with that person to hire, to the managers and the people on the floor. All of these people are impacted by what someone like this says at the top. Okay, that filters down. He also doesn't know, that is the owner of this restaurant, that owner doesn't know who of his staff may even have autistic family members. There are so many layers, so many layers, so many layers, so many layers. That's the problem. We spent all this time talking about what the problem is. What is the solution? The solution, as I've said a few moments ago, it is training. It is the right DEI training, diversity, equity, inclusion, accessibility, and belonging training, the right training at the right time for the right people on your staff, starting from top down, making sure the people at the top, the people in the middle, and the people who are on the same levels with those whom they will be working with, whom they will be working with. All of these people's understandings are level set to how to manage and navigate these individuals, because they could be our friends, they could be our loved ones, they can be our coworkers, they could be our customers who we are trying to, help establish and build our businesses. Let's not leave out people who are an important part of our society. So again, this is the problem. The solution is the training, the right training at the right time. Where do you get that training? We have it. Reach out to us. Reach out to me at the Black Book Experience. You can go to my website, which is www.theblackbookexperience.com. I will leave a link below this particular posting so that you can go to my website, and a link to our survey for employers to get started. If you are an individual who is autistic and you're already in the work environment and you feel like your company could benefit some training, this is a way to get them involved. Contact me. We can have a conversation about how to get that started. If you're an autistic person who's looking to be employed, there's also the same mechanism for you to be able to contact me. Again, I'll put all of those links below this video so that you can go there, take a look at my website, complete our survey. There's an employer survey. There's an autistic person in the workforce or looking to get in the workforce survey. We're looking to, or my job is to holistically support that from both sides. The goal is not just to get you there, but it's to keep you there and sustain you there and maintain you there, because it benefits both the employer who's trained appropriately, and it benefits you as the autistic person to get you in employment spaces that's neuroaffirming, that's safe, and where you can bring all of your amazing talents and skills and abilities to support organizations who need you, right? They need you. So again, I'm Laquan with the Black Book Experience. Be sure to check out the links that will be provided for you below. Go to our website, reach out to us so that we can get started helping you today. Don't delay, don't wait. Clearly, this situation shows we need this help, and employers need this help and this support. We have it. Let's take advantage of it. Talk to you soon. So one more thing I wanted to say before I get out of here that I almost forgot about. We have some great things that I am working on to make sure this training is easy and accessible for any business, anywhere, anytime for it to occur. And it can occur it can occur at any time and any place of their convenience for staff and employees. So we're working on that. It'll roll out in 2024. So I want everybody to stay tuned, stay locked in, be sure to like, share, and subscribe this content, because again, we can't help people if the word doesn't get out. That word depends on you. Like, sharing, and subscribing is free. It's the free 99, right? Easiest way that you can help us move this work forward, so that as I launch our new pieces for the business in 2024, you can stay connected, because there will be a beta testing period where it will be an advantage for you to get on board with how we're going to roll out our training for 2024 to be able to support businesses in getting this diversity, equity, inclusion, access, and belonging training in place at their organizations and hire these individuals. So stay tuned. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Hit those buttons down below, up below, wherever they are. Just hit them. Come on, y'all. Hit them. Get the word out. You can share TMZ stuff. You can share the ratchet stuff. Share this stuff, because this stuff is important and it matters. Again, I'm Laquan Black with the Black Book Experience. See you guys next time.